welcome back to another episode of Mary's Makes and Mends. Today I'll be showing you how I made this little camera case for my film camera. It's been a while since I've been able to do some sewing and post a video here. I'm sure you've heard what a busy wildfire season we've been having here in Canada, and I've been away with my crew a lot and working long hours. I had lots of plans for sewing projects and videos this summer, but when things calm down this fall, I'll hopefully be back to my weekly uploads. Thanks to everyone who has continued to support me and check up on me during this time. It really means a lot to me. Now let's get back to the video. The look I was going for was to try and make this case look a bit like an old school camera. It ended up looking a bit more like a Pokeball, but I think it still looks really cute. For this project, you'll need some cute decorative buttons. You'll need some hardware to adjust the camera straps. For material, I chose 2 different colors of scrap corduroy that I had, and you'll also need some quilt batting to make the case nice and cushy for the camera. And of course, you'll need some thread to match. The measurements for your template will depend on how big your camera is. I essentially used my camera to trace the size for the template. The top and bottom will be the size of your camera, plus the width on either side. The middle will be the width of your camera. And I made the top flap the same length as the camera, and large enough to fold over the opening of the case. That's a weird one to explain. Hopefully the video helps you visualize it a bit better. I traced and cut out all of my pieces. I also cut out some decorative pieces to try and make the case resemble an old camera. For the strap, I made it 2 inches wide and 34 inches long. Here are all the pieces that you'll need. 2 flap pieces and 1 quilt batting flap piece, 2 little squares to make the loops for your strap hardware, 2 decorative rectangles for the top edge of the case, 2 main compartment pieces and a quilt batting piece for the main compartment, and 1 strap piece. First, I'm going to add these rectangles to the outside piece of the main compartment. I pressed one edge on each piece and pinned them to the edge of the main compartment like this. Then I top stitched them on. I pinned the quilt batting to the wrong side of this piece and used a basting stitch to hold it in place. I like adding little tags to personalize my projects. I thought this one looked really cute and retro. I pinned the 2 edges together, sewed them shut, and ironed the seams open. Now I folded the corners in half and sewed them so that the case will make a box shape. Turn the project out and make sure the corners are nice and crisp. I use a chopstick for this. I checked here to make sure that my camera will fit well. Now repeat all of these steps for the lining piece. I'm adding my little decorative pieces. You can skip this step and just make the flap if you want, but I think it's cute to add a little personal touch. Now I'm pinning and basting the quilt batting to the wrong side of the flap piece. I pinned the other flap piece right sides together, leaving the top open so I can turn it out. I turned out the flap and ironed it flat. We can put this piece aside for now. To make the loops for the strap hardware, I folded the little squares right sides together and sewed 3/8 of an inch along the edge. I turned them right sides out and pressed them flat. Now I ironed the raw edge of the main compartment piece inwards about 3/8 of an inch and ironed the raw edge of the lining piece outwards 3/8 of an inch. put the lining into the main compartment and lined up the edges. Then I added the loops to either side and the flap to the back as I pinned. There are a lot of layers in here, so I took my time sewing the edge. For the strap, I folded and pressed it in half, wrong sides together, then folded and pressed each edge to the middle, wrong sides together. I folded it in half again and pressed again. Then I folded and pressed either end inward so that the raw edge is closed. I edge stitched on either side of the strap. I added the hardware to the strap. If this is confusing, try looking at another purse you have or something with a strap to see how it's assembled. Now we just need something to close the case with. I'm using some stick-on Velcro for mine. And if you're adding any buttons, now's the time to hand sew them in. My quality control supervisor came to check out the finished project. I think she approves. Thanks so much for watching. I've been having so much fun taking photos this summer with my camera, and I love having such a cute handmade case to carry it around in. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. I'll be back to regular postings when the fire season calms down, but for now, check out some of my older videos. There's a lot of fun sewing projects to explore. Bye for now!